Good day, everyone. So here in our Math 171 Calculus 1 or the differential calculus, we will have another module today, Module 14, which will be focusing in inverse trigonometric functions. So since nasa calculus na tayo class, ipapresent lang natin na mabilis yung trigo functions. And at the same time, ipe-present na rin natin yung derivative niya. Okay, so we will have another sets of formula or another set of formulas na gagamitin when it comes to differentiation ng inverse trigo functions. Let us first define what is inverse trigo functions. So these are simply defined as the inverse functions of the basic trigonometric functions. So from the previous modules natin, na-encounter na natin si sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, secant, and cosecant functions. So kumbaga, kabaligtaran lang nila si inverse trigo function, kaya nga inverse. Okay, they are also termed as arcus, anti-trigo functions, or cyclometric functions. These inverse functions in trigonometry are used to get the angle with any of the trigonometry ratios. So dito, sa subject natin is na-encounter natin si inverse trigo function pag nagko-compute tayo ng angle, particularly sa triangle. Okay? So, particularly sa right triangle. Hindi lang siya basta triangle, right triangle. So, may mga ibang tawag sa trigo function or inverse trigo function, the arcos functions, uh, anti-trigonometric functions, and cyclometric functions. So, ang inverse trigo functions, kung nakita natin in mathematical symbol, o pwedeng ganito siya, pwedeng nakaganyan siya, or po pwede namang arc sign, ayan, pwedeng ganyan. So, kaya may arc dito, galing dun sa arccos yun, na ibang term sa inverse trigo functions. So, kapag cosine naman is, di ba, -1 yung parang exponent niya or arc cosine. Pag tangent, ganyan lang siya. Tapos arc tangent. So, ayan yan yung inverse trigo functions natin. Ganyan natin siya isulat. But usually in calculators, ito lang yung kaya nating i-input. Okay. Anyway, let's proceed to our formulas in differentiation or differentiating inverse trigo functions. So in your module, so copy ng module nyo, meron doong kung paano na-derive yung formulas natin. So we have here 5 differentiation formulas pagdating sa inverse trigo functions. Ayan. And then at the same time, may mga conditions na nire-require sa atin. So first is for the derivative of arcsin u. Ito ay equal sa derivative ng u in terms of x over square root of 1 minus u squared. So yung u na nasa given is yung u lang din na nandun sa radical sign natin. For the arc cosine u, we will have a negative derivative of u in terms of x over square root of 1 plus u squared. For arctangent, derivative niya is magiging equal sa positive derivative of u in terms of x over 1 plus u squared. So wala tong radical sign. And same with cotangent or arccotangent u. Yung denominator niya is wala ding radical. But the difference is, ito ay positive, ito ay negative. Yung tangent and cotangent. So dun, balik ko lang doon sa sine u and cosine u, parehas lang sila ng derivative. Pero positive si sine tapos negative si cosine. And then for the second u, derivative niya is equal to derivative of u in terms of x over absolute value of u is square root of u squared minus u. So dito ay absolute value, dito hindi naman. Basta daw yung u, pagdating sa arc second, is positive or greater than 1. Positive value, okay? And yung u pagdating sa arc cotangent, dapat daw ay greater than 0 or positive din. And lastly, for the derivative of arc cosecant u, ito ay equal sa negative du over dx over u, or absolute value of u is square root of u squared minus 1. So as you can see, yung derivative ng arc secant saka arc cosecant is parehas lang din, but the difference is yung sign lang nila. Kumbaga, parang tatlong formulas na yung tatandaan nyo dito, tapos titingnan nyo na lang kung ano nga ba yung positive and negative sa mga arccos functions natin. So ito ay for memorization para magamit natin sa ating problem. So now let's proceed to our examples para malaman natin kung paano nga ba ginagamit itong 6 na functions na ito. So first we have for letter A sa number 1, we have y is equal to arcsin 5x. So, isulat lang natin yung formula natin sa arcsin. Derivative of, ayan. So, first, gaya ng ginagawa natin sa trigo function, na-identify natin kung ano muna yung u para masatisfy niya yung formula na meron tayo. So, ano yung u sa given problem natin or given function? Ito ay yung 5x. So, derivative of u in terms of x is 5. So, ngayon, substitute natin yung value natin. Yung du over dx natin is 5 over square root of 1 minus yung u natin is 5x. So, ito ay 5x tapos squared. Simplify lang natin, we will have 5 square root of 1 minus 25x squared. So, sorry, yan na ba yung final answer natin? Yes, class. Ito na yung ating final answer. So, direct substitution lang siya sa first problem natin. For the second problem, letter B, we have y equal to arc cosine of 5x. So, derivative niya is arc cosine u in terms of x is equal to negative lang siya nung derivative ng arcsin u. So, yun ay negative du over dx square root of 1 minus u squared. So, identify the u value sa given function, 5x lang. Then, du over dx is equal to 5. Substitute the value, we have 5 square root of, pero may negative yan, 1 minus 5x squared. Yan ay equal sa dy over dx is equal to negative 5 squared of 1 minus 25x squared. So, ito na yung ating final answer for y is equal to arc cosine 5x, yung first derivative niya. So, we have here y is equal to arctangent 5x. So, we have formula pag derivative ng arctangent u is yung derivative ng u in terms of x over 1 plus u squared. So, identify yung value ng u. Ito ay 5x. Get the derivative of 5x. Yan ay 5 lang. So, substitute lang natin agad yung value. We have 5, 1 plus 5x squared for u squared. So, simplify lang natin, we will have 5 over 1 plus 25x squared. So, yan na yung ating final answer pag kinuha yung first derivative ng given function. Next, we have y is equal to arccotangent 5x. So, pag kinukuha natin yung derivative ng arccotangent, same lang naman siya sa arctangent. Pero negative lang yung kanyang value. So, identify the value of u, which is 5x. Du over dx is equal to 5. So, ito ay negative 5, 1 plus 5x squared. Therefore, final answer will be equal to 5 over 1 plus 25x squared. Next, we have here y is equal to arcsecant 5x. So, ang formula natin na gagamitin is du over dx over absolute of value of u square root of u squared minus 1. So, identify ulit natin yung u. Ito ay 5x. Tapos, derivative of u in terms of x is equal to 5. Substitute the value, you will have 5 over absolute value of 5x is square root of 5x squared minus 1. Simplify natin, we will have 5 absolute value of 5x square root of 25x squared minus 1. So, yan na yung ating final answer. And then lastly, we have y is equal to arc cosecant 5x. Ang formula niya ay derivative of u in terms of x, and naging 5x na to. Dapat u yan, pero okay lang naman. So, absolute value of u squared minus 1. So, parehas lang siya doon sa secant or arc secant pag kinukuha yung derivative, but meron lang negative sign. So, u is equal to 5x. Du in terms of x is equal to 5. Is equal to negative 5 over absolute value of 5x square root of 5x squared minus 1. So, simplify lang natin, dy over dx is equal to negative 5 absolute value of 5x square root of 25x squared minus 1. So, yan na yung ating final answer. So, dito sa ating first examples is simple pa lang. Okay? So, nag-direct substitution lang tayo. But what if complex yung problems na ibigay sa atin? So we have here example number 2, y is equal to arcsin x plus x squared of 1 minus x squared. So tinatanong dito sa atin, ano yung first derivative or yung dy over dx. So we have here two terms. So ito yung una, tapos ito yung pangalawa. So i-analyze muna natin bago tayo mag-proceed sa differentiation natin. So first term is arc function ang binigay. So gagamit lang tayo ng differentiation formulas of the inverse function of sine. So kanina pinresent natin yun, which is yun yung formula natin, yung derivative of arcsin nyo is yung derivative lang ng u in terms of x over square root of 1 minus u squared. So yun yung gagamitin natin sa first term. So sa second term, as you can see, meron tayong dalawang term na pinag-multiply. So yung x saka yung radical expression natin. So meaning, pwede natin i-consider na u yung isa tapos v yung pangalawa. Therefore, pwede natin gamitin yung product rule natin na pinresent natin sa isa sa mga unang modules natin sa Math 171. So kung gagamitin natin yung formula sa kay concept na binanggit natin kanina, magkakaroon tayo ng dy over dx is equal to, for arcsin x, adapt natin tong formula natin na yan. So for du over dx ng sin x, ano muna yung u ng arcsin x? Di ba yun yung u? Pag dinerivative natin yung x, yun ay equal lang sa 1. So over square root of 1 minus, yung u natin is x. Then pag sinubstitute natin dito yung x, yan ay magiging x squared. Plus, for second term, ito yung u natin, ito yung v. Proceed tayo sa product rule. So u, tas derivative ng v natin is, derivative nung nasa loob ng radical sign yun ay negative 2x over 2 square root of, kopyahin lang natin yung nasa loob ng radical sign. Yung u natin na ito, palitan na natin ng x para hindi na tayo mag-substitute mamaya isa-isa. So yung u natin is x. So plus, lagyan lang natin ng grouping symbol. U dv plus yung v natin is square root of 1 minus x squared. Derivative ng u or derivative ng x in terms of x is just equal to 1. So simplify lang natin. Magkakaroon tayo ng 1 over square root of 1 minus x squared plus may 2 ka sa taas, may 2 ka sa baba, pwede na natin i-cancel out yan. Then may negative sign ka. So plus, so negative na ito. Ito ay negative na, palitan na rin natin para diretso na. So negative x squared over square root of 1 minus x squared plus. Since ito ay plus, tapos ito ay plus din, yan ay plus. Plus pa rin yung sign natin. So ngayon, kopyahin lang natin yung square root of 1 minus x squared. So kunin natin yung LCD ng ating tatlong terms. Magkakaroon tayo ng square root of 1 minus x squared. So ito, kopyahin nyo lang yan. 1 minus, kopyahin nyo x squared. So yung square root of 1 minus x squared, saka 1 minus x squared na may radical sa taas, magiging plus 1 minus x squared na lang kasi 1/2 yung exponent ng dalawa na yan. Is equal to, simplify lang natin, ito ay negative x squared, ito ay negative x squared. Therefore, meron kang negative 2x squared tapos 1 plus 1. So, meron kang plus 2 over square root of 1 minus x squared. So, ngayon, factor out lang natin yung 2. Magkakaroon tayo ng negative x squared plus 1. Pero baligtarin na lang natin yung sulat. Kaya magiging 1 minus x squared over square root of 1 minus x squared or 1 minus x squared raised to 1/2. Since 1 yung exponent ng 1 minus x squared sa taas, then may 1/2 ka. So gamit lang tayo ng yung 1, i-minus natin yung 1/2. So magiging 1/2 na lang din to, di ba? Parang ganito siya. 2, 1 minus x squared, 1 minus 1/2. Yung 1/2 na to galing doon sa baba. So simplify lang natin, magkakaroon ka ng 2, 1 minus x squared raised to 1/2 or 2 square root of 1 minus x squared. So yun na yung ating final answer. For our next example, we have y is equal to arctangent 3x raised to 5 raised to 4. So ito ay pwede nating i-rewrite ng arctangent of 3x raised to 5. Ayan. So ngayon, pwede tayo mag-chain rule or power rule. Okay? Power rule muna tayo. Yung 4 natin, ibababa natin. General power rule. Then arctangent 3x raised to 5. So 4 minus 1 is 3. Tapos, kunin nyo yung derivative nung nasa loob, yung arctangent 3x raised to 5. Di ba ito yung positive, yung derivative ng u, which is ito yung u, yung 3x raised to 5. So derivative, sige, isa-isahin natin. Derivative of 3x raised to 5 in terms of x over. Di ba walang square root yan pag arctangent? So ito ay 1 plus 1 plus u squared o yung 3x raised to 5 tapos squared. Okay, hindi pa tapos. Kunin nyo yung derivative. Okay, so next step natin is isi-simplify na natin yung sagot natin pero meron pa tayong di-differentiate dito. So ito ay 4 arctangent of 3x raised to 5 raised to 3. Huwag niyo kakalimutan kasi yung grouping symbol para hindi kayo mamali. So derivative of 3x raised to 5 is just 15x raised to 4 over 1 plus 9x raised to 10. Kasi 3x raised to 5 raised to 2, naging 9x raised to 10. So simplify natin lang yung sagot natin. We will have y is equal to 4 or ito ay 4 times 3 times 15. Parang 12 times 15. Yan ay 60. Sorry, hindi kasama yung 3. Kasi nandun sa arctangent yun. Ang kasama lang is 4, 15. Okay? Yan ay 60. 60x raised to 4. Arctangent raised to 3. 3x raised to 5. All over 1 plus 9x raised to 10. So, ito na yung ating final answer. So, nakalimutan natin yung y prime kanina. Okay. So, andito yung y prime kasi dito nag-start yung differentiation natin. Ito wala pang y prime yan kasi nire-write lang natin yung given function. So, we have here example number 4, y is equal to quantity 1 plus x squared times arctangent x minus x. So, pinapahanap sa atin dito yung first derivative niya. So, first analyze natin yung given function or given equation. So, binigyan tayo ng dalawang term. So, yung first term is yung 1 minus x squared, yung multiply by arctangent x, and then yung second is yung x. So, kung kukunin natin yung first derivative niya, ito ay isang term. Tapos, ay isang expression nito, ito isang expression din. So, meaning dalawa yan. So, pwede tayo anong tawag dito? Power rule. Power rule, product rule. So, meron kang u dito, tapos may v ka. So, pwede tayo mag-product rule. Then, yung second term naman is just, pag dinerivative mo siya, 1 lang naman yung sagot. So, hindi natin yan problema. Doon muna tayo sa first term. So, u, 1 plus x squared. Then, yung vdu natin, yung u, saka yung dv is yung derivative ng arctangent x. So, yung formula natin doon is, kunin muna natin yung derivative ng ating u, which is yung x. So, derivative of x in terms of x is just equal to 1 over 1 plus u squared or x squared lang. And then plus, again lang natin ang grouping symbol. Then yung u natin, yung v natin na arctangent x, tas derivative naman ng u natin is just 2x. Yan. Minus 1 lang yung derivative of x in terms of x. So simplify natin, as you can see sa first term natin na to, meron kang 1 plus x squared dito sa taas, may 1 plus x squared ka rin sa baba. Therefore, pwede yan i-cancel out na lang. Okay? So ito ay magiging 1 plus arctangent or arctangent 2x minus 1. Ito ay positive, ito ay negative 1. Pag pinag yan is equal lang yan sa 0. Therefore, our first derivative is just equal to arc. So as you can see, dun sa ating first term, ito, meron kang 1 plus x squared sa taas and meron ka ring 1 plus x squared sa baba. Therefore, you could just cancel them out. Therefore, itong buong term na to is just equal to 1. Plus, we have 2x here, 2x, tas arctangent x plus minus 1. As you can see, ito ay negative 1, ito ay positive 1. Pag pinag-combine mo, equal lang sa 0. Therefore, our first derivative will be just equal to 2x arctangent x. So, ito na ang ating final answer. For our example number 5, we have y is equal to 2 arcsine of square root of x over 2. Pinapahanap sa atin yung first derivative or ang y prime. So para magawa yun, tingnan muna natin yung ating given function. So as you can see, meron tayong 2, which is the algebraic expression sa ating function. And then we have arcsin x square root of x over 2, which is an inverse trigo function. So pwede natin gawin or consider natin na yung 2 is yung u, tapos yung arcsin is yung ating v. So pwede tayo mag-proceed sa product rule. So y prime is equal to, yung u natin is 2, then derivative ng ating arcsin is derivative ng u natin, which is square root of x over 2 in terms of x over square root of 1 minus u squared. Square root of x over 2 tapos squared. Plus arcsin square root of x over 2 times derivative of 2, which is 0. So therefore, hindi natin isusulat since magiging 0 lang naman din yung term na yun. So ngayon, kunin natin yung square root of 2. Ay, square root of x over 2. Hiwalay natin kunin yung derivative niya para hindi tayo malito. Equals. So, di ba pag may radical sign, kukunin natin yung derivative, automatic yung denominator niya is 2 kapag square root ha. 2 tapos square root of yung mismong u natin na x over 2 yung square root. Then yung nasa taas yung derivative nung nasa loob ng radical sign. If that's the case, pwede natin sabihin na u over v, then proceed tayo sa quotient rule. So v is 2, derivative of x is 1, minus yung u na x times yung derivative na 2 na 0 over 2 squared or 4 yung denominator niya. Equals. Baka malito kayo, ilalagyan ko ng boundary. So 2, so 0 na to. So 2 over 4 is just 1 over 2. Tapos meron tayong 2. Yung x, yung square root of x, pwede, over 2 is pwede kong i-rewrite ng square root of x over square root of 2. So proceed tayo sa extremes and means. So we will have a square root of 2 over 2 times 2 is 4 is square root of x. Actually, pwede na natin itong i-substitute sa ating solution. So y prime is equal to 2 square root of 2 over 4 square root of x over square root of 1 minus x over 2. So since may 2 ka sa taas, may 4 ka sa baba, magiging square root of 2 over 2 square root of x over square root of, kunin mo lang LCD nung nasa radical sign, magiging 2 minus x over 2 is equal to extremes and means. Pwede kasi itong paghiwalay yun, basta may square root. So square root of 2 times square root of 2 is just 2. 2 square root of x times square root of 2 minus x, i-write lang muna natin. Since parehas namang square root yung x saka yung 2 minus x, pwede natin silang pagsamahin sa loob ng radical sign. And then may 2 ka sa baba, may 2 ka sa taas, therefore cancel out na yan. Magkakaroon ka ng 1 square root of x times 2 minus x. Simplify, we will have 1 square root of 2x minus x squared. So therefore, ito na yung ating final answer, or pwede pa natin yung irrationalize. Multiply lang natin yung both numerator and denominator into square root of 2x minus x squared. Magiging square root of 2x minus x squared over 2x minus x squared. But ito ay acceptable naman na. Okay, so we have here last example in this module, a worded problem. So here we have a statue 3 meter high is standing on a base of 4 meter high na base. If an observer's eye is 1.5 meter above the ground, how far should he stand from the base in order that the angle by the statue is maximum? So kailangan natin ang maximum value ng angle para malaman natin kung hanggang saan yung distance noong observer papunta doon sa statue. Okay? So record natin yung distance from the base of the observer. Let x be the distance from the base to the observer. So naglagay na ng variable C problem and then illustration. So we also have here a solution. Ano? So based on our illustration, it is clearly na yung angle A is equal sa B or angle B plus angle theta. So dinerive lang natin kaya naging theta is equal to A minus B. So ngayon, ang gagawin natin, itong tatlo na to is angles, di ba? So paano nga ba natin makukuha yung angle na yan? So meron tayong mga right triangles dyan. Ilan? Dalawa. So, ihiwalay lang muna natin. So, we have here first right triangle. Ito yung A. So, kung yung triangle na nilabas natin is ito yun, class. Yan, papunta dito. Yan. So, meaning, yung height natin is 3 plus 2.5 or just simply 5.5. And then yung distance sa horizontal na to, ito yung x. So para makuha natin yung angle A, pwede natin gawin dyan is mag-trigo function tayo. We have 5.5 which can be considered na opposite side of the right triangle and then x na adjacent. Therefore, we could use tangent function. Tangent A is equal to 5.5 over x. So para makuha natin yung A is equal to arc tangent of 5.5 over x. So next, labas natin yung isang triangle or right triangle natin sa illustration. We have here 2.5 meters. And then yung x ulit na distance, ito ay right triangle. Then nandito si observer, therefore ito ang ating angle B. So since meron tayong angle B dito, then yung 2.5 pwede i-consider na opposite side. And at the same time, yung x can be considered as the adjacent side of the right triangle. Therefore, we could use tangent function ulit. So tangent B is equal to 2.5 over x, or para ma-solve natin si angle B, kunin natin yung arc tangent niya ng 2.5 over x. So now we have dalawang angle, yung A and B. Tapos meron tayong working equation nung una pa lang. Yung theta is equal to A minus B. So plug in lang natin. Yung A natin is arc tangent 5.5 x minus yung B natin na arc tangent 2.5 over x. So since ang hinahanap sa atin is yung base, wherein magkakaroon tayo ng maximum angle theta, kailangan natin kunin yung derivative nito but in terms of x. And then since maximum ang binanggit, therefore i-equate natin into 0 ang ating masosolve na first derivative. Ano? So kung kukunin natin yung first derivative, so d theta over dx. So first term natin, ang formula natin dyan is derivative nung nasa loob o yung u. Ito yung u natin. Anong derivative niyan? Yan ay x times 0 minus 5.5 times 1 over x squared. Tapos, u squared plus 1 or 1 plus u squared or 1 plus 5.5 over x squared minus derivative nung nasa taas is x times derivative ng 2.5 is 0 minus 2.5 times 1. Derivative ng x is equal to 1 over x squared over 1 plus 2.5 over x squared. Yan. So next is equate natin siya sa 0. Kasi kung natatandaan nyo, kapag maximum and minimum, ang slope lagi doon sa graph is naka-flat lang or 0 yung slope. So i-adapt natin dito sa sinosolve natin problem. Actually, lagi pag binanggit na maximum, yung isang parang yung isang value, ini-equate natin yung derivative niya sa 0. Anyway, simplify natin itong sagot natin. We will have ito, 0 na lang to, ito 0 na lang din. So negative 5.5 over x squared 1 plus squared ng 5.5 is 30.25 over x squared minus negative 2.5. Ito ay negative 2.5. Tapos may minus sign ka, gawin na natin agad na positive. 2.5 over x squared. 1 plus squared ng 2.5 is equal sa 6.25 over x squared. So kunin lang natin yung LCD nung nasa baba. Yan ay x squared plus 30.25. Tapos di ba magkakaroon ng over x squared yan? Idiretso ko na sa taas. So magiging 5.5 over x squared times x squared na galing sa baba. Plus over LCD ulit x squared plus 6.25. Yung x squared sa baba na yan, iaangat ko na agad para mabilis. 2.5 over x squared times x squared. Since may x squared sa taas, meron sa baba, ganun din sa kabilang term, cancel out lang natin yan. Magkakaroon na tayo ng 5.5 over x squared plus 30.25 plus 2.5 over x squared plus 6.25. Actually, class, nakalimutan natin yung negative dito. May negative dyan, dyan din. Ayan. Kalimutan lang natin yung negative sign. Next is proceed tayo sa next step natin. So since meron na tayong negative 5.5 over x squared plus 30.25 plus 2.5 over x squared plus 6.25, i-transpose natin yung yung isang term sa kabilang side ng equation. We will have 5.5 over x squared plus 30.25 is equal to x squared plus 6.25, 2.5. Cross multiply, yung 5.5 natin, multiply natin sa x squared plus 6.25, we will have 5.5 x squared plus 34.375 equal to 2.5 cross multiply, then x squared plus 75.625. Ayan, to simplify na natin, we have 5.5 minus 2.5 is 3x squared. Oh, 35 o 75.625 minus 34.375 is 41.25. Divide both sides by 3. O magkakaroon tayo ng x squared is equal to 13.75. O kunin natin yung square root ng both sides, we will have x is equal to positive 55 over 2. Positive or negative. So ito na yung ating x value. O yung distance ng observer papunta sa ating statue. Okay. So wag nyo palang kakalimutan yung unit na binigay. Therefore, ito ay meter. So ang final answer natin is equal sa x. X is equal to square root of 55 over 2. Huwag niyong kakalimutan yung unit. Or if decimal naman, po pwede yung 3.708 meters. Pero mas accurate yung square root of 55 over 2. Baka magtanong kayo, kasi nag-square tayo. And then, syempre, automatic may dalawang values. Yung positive, isang negative pag nag-square root. Bakit positively consider natin? Kasi wala namang negative na distance, hindi ba? Saka hindi natin kino-consider yung direction kapag distance lang kami tinatanong sa atin. Anyway, that's all for our module number 14. So I hope clear ang ating discussion, and if merong mga hindi na gets or inconsistency sa ating solution, you may raise your concern sa ating group chat anytime. So that would be all. Thank you for listening and watching our lecture video for today.